All right. So last time on RPG, you guys found yourself in the middle of a police raid on the on the gang hideout, the villain gang hideout that you were in, and as a result, you had to fight your way out by taking on the various villains that you guys were trying to ingratiate yourself with earlier. But after a hard fought and pretty long battle, I think that whole session was that fight. You guys eventually, but with unfortunately with no arrests made on the big guys that you were fighting, managed to muscle your way out of the situation and and come out the other side. And in the process, let the Dynamo City Police Department get some a pretty good number of arrests, if sort of like a number of small fries. And so that'll bring us to the start of this session. And it's been a while, and it's been a while both for this group, but it's also been a while for all of your characters. So after that was all resolved, you guys resumed your hero duties, and as you've been doing them, you've been kind of making like a pretty good names for yourselves as a group of heroes. Not every job is necessarily like as exciting as what you've been going through, but most of them have been a lot smoother. And you guys have made kind of reputations, which I'm gonna go through in the form of cool bonuses that I thought up for you guys.
Oh, hell
Ooh,
yeah.
okay.
Oh, yeah. Let's go, boy.
All right, I'm gonna go down. I'm just gonna go down the list in order, starting with Armor X, the self-styled what what was the name? It was something of justice.
It was
it
the
just
brilliant
here?
rider of justice.
The brilliant rider of justice. You've made a name for yourself for not just taking people down, but doing it with like the just a very trademark style and flair that you've sort of been known for. I should have made little write-ups for these, but they should be self-explanatory enough. I'll write them out so you guys can have a little thing to put on your sheets later.
Sweet.
But for now, Armor X. So I get you've got you can add an ability to your sheet called the finishing move. So once per combat, you can use your heroics to do a to make like a combat action rather than say like your melee, like the way you'd normally do for one of your rider moves. But the kicker is, if that action actually takes an enemy out of combat, you can use that. You can refresh the ability and use it again.
Oh, hell yeah.
And next we have Francis, and kind of the other end of the spectrum. Francis, you're not really too concerned with the theatrics or being particularly like heroish, but what you are very good at is in a scrap, and you don't back down if there's sort of if the odds are not in your favor. If anything, that makes you a little bit more motivated and a little bit more aggressive. From now on, you can use your duelist perk to select 2 rivals in combat instead of just one.
That's actually
pretty good. I love that.
That is fun.
Croc.
Let's go.
Croc, you style yourself very much as as sort of a businessman and a very kind of dapper kind of guy, but people who have the displeasure of fighting you sort of realize that trying to prod too much to get to the alligator underneath isn't necessarily a good idea. And when you drop the act, you kind of go nuts. I will say, once per session on any combat action, you can add lethal 2 to the flip.
Ooh.
With the caveat that you're gonna be very tired for your next action and flip 2 cards less.
Nah, that's good. I like that.
It seems solid.
Solid was what I was going for with. Speaking of which, this one's gonna need some in the field play testing, but we're gonna go. But Kaboom.
That's me.
You're everyone knows that Kaboom's like pretty jovial, pretty easy to pretty easy to get along with guy. But when when things are in the heat of things, people kind of just sort of back up as far as they can, including people who aren't maybe in the middle of the action at all, because you're known for splash damage. And that's the name that I gave yours, where once per session on an explosive flip in combat, you can flip explosives, and you get extra target for the number of successes that you flip.
Wait. So
you can flip like an extra 4 cards or whatever your explosives is if it like gets like cut down or anything. And for every okay, I should explain this one a little bit more. So let's say you want to blow something up in combat.
Yeah.
You want to explode some dude in
so
combat.
I'd roll explosions like usual.
Yeah, you can.
And
You roll explosions like usual. Or actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna say that if you want to do this, it has to be before the flip.
Well, okay,
So,
yeah. But
before the flip,
I declare
you can
that
be like, okay, I want to. Yeah, you declare that you use it. You flip it. You flip an addition. You do like an additional just explosives flip. So normally 4 cards.
Yeah.
And a success on that flip is applies 1 extra target to the actual explosives flip, meaning you can choose additional people to hit it with.
Okay. And so was that once per session?
I'm gonna say that's once per session, just because
That sounds yeah.
it has
yeah.
variable strength. It has variable strength, but the potential of extra target 4 isn't something I'm gonna give you more than once per session.
Well, he gets to hit us.
That's true.
Sorry, I was gonna say you
I could
hit
choose
us
to
for
hit
free
you.
all the time. No. Oh, you get to hit us for free all the time.
That's
No, you don't have to choose this. You just gotta get a Joker or 2.
Or 3.
Or 3.
Yeah.
3.
Joker's will. By the way, Joker's will absolutely flip that extra target to the team.
Well, never mind. Shit.
Yeah, sure.
Also, what was Croc's ability? I had to leave for a second.
Lethal 2 on a flip,
Uh,
but my next action is -2 flips.
Oh shit, dude, that's pretty solid.
It's pretty great.
And then Larry, the hero lobster.
Cape crustacean.
The caped crustacean. The caped crustacean without a cape.
Well, I got like a hair cape now.
He's got time to find one.
You, if nothing else, are a lobster of action.
Yeah.
You are gonna throw yourself right into the fray, no matter what. Even if it's absolutely not the right call, because somehow doing that is just what works out the best for you. I'm gonna say, when you would take damage in combat that was blockable by bulwark, you can choose to instead take the damage unmitigated by bulwark, but in the process restore 1 drive.
Oh yeah, dude.
Ooh. That's nice.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
I'm also gonna say that since you guys have been at the job for like, I want to say like a month and a half to 2 months, you've had a chance to amass some cash. I'm gonna say we can So what I will say is, my original plan was, okay, give them 5,000 to add to the money that they can split among themselves 1,000 each. The question is, considering the party's previous,
Monetary choices.
stance towards how to use their money, does the party actually have 5,000?
I ate my money.
That's about what I
think was that.
Wait,
What'd you say, Doc?
wait, okay. So Larry said he ate his.
I spent half my money to Larry.
Oh, I eat that money too.
Yeah, I spent
Okay. Okay. So we can add. So we'll add. Oh man. do I have to-
3,500.
Yeah. So we'll add 3,500 to the party. meant to be 5,000, but 1,500 of it was eaten by or fed to Larry.
Well, in some cases, both.
That's true.
I guess that's true. I guess being fed to is still money being eaten by Larry.
It's more like a slot machine for Francis, you know? He puts the money in and hopes his eyes light up.
Do my eyes light up?
No.
I mean, Francis, it's your money. Give us the first. Look at the first flip of the session from Francis to see if his eyes lit up at any point.
I think we got a flip for him.
One
Yeah.
I think that's true. Give me just 1 card from Francis.
9.
No eyes have lit up, but you're convinced one of these days. You're convinced one of these days they will.
That's why I keep feeding him, you know?
The money is gone. Did we get all the money in ones? Did he feed me like 500 ones one by one?
I mean,
I feel
think
like this is
presumed to be
my thought. Yeah, my thought is this is the money you've accrued over multiple jobs.
Also, sometimes it's like pennies and nickels and stuff.
It's variable amounts that, you ate all of your share, and Francis, he only fed half. It was just kind of like whenever he was feeling lucky, he'd put a couple bills in the Larry machine.
Also, while Dingle was explaining all the new powers and stuff, I was kind of in my head imagining like newspaper headlines of all our successes going across the screen.
It's like the time skip in the first Spider-Man movie.
Do we have like new designs now?
I mean, I'm not changing my design.
Do I have a cape yet?
Is my face still green?
I think that definitely wore off.
I believe that I will say that definitely wore off unless you were.
Green.
Make a roll for it.
No, I'll say he can. It wore off as long as he wants it to have worn off.
Fair enough. I just have to find the layer that I made my face green on my character sheet
Oh damn! You got you got a fucking whole ass green layer.
somewhere.
That's how I did it for the croc picture too, dude. It's the only way. You gotta layer that shit. For the opacity, dude. The opacity.
Opacity. Oh, look at that. Layer 10. That's
the layer.
I'll label it green.
I will say Armorex didn't change his design, but he started using he started
using.
No, he started
He started using heroin.
No.
Shit.
This is no. This is a joke I had in my head all week. He still uses his fists and kicks, but he started using like a melee weapon as kind of like as part of like his regular kind of repertoire. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a bow staff made out of like high, sturdy metal that he can make, and it's got like an X logo on it, and it's a bow staff, so it's called the crossbow, but like bow as in BO. What do you think?
Pretty good.
I thought that was a
Okay.
really funny pun.
That's amazing.
What do you think, Dingle, as the game master?
You just call me the gay master?
Game master.
Hey, don't call him gay.
Can we
dude.
call him the gay master?
I'm not. I wasn't called him that. I was just asking his thoughts
Respect
on
the
it.
gay master.
What did you think, Dingle?
I think it's pretty epic.
So so for flavor, he'll use that as part of some of his attacks.
All right.
Slave.
That's it. He didn't change his design though, not in this time skip.
Okay. So, with that out of the way, with that little, with your guys' like, at this point, very much deserved power-ups. You guys sort of hadn't had opportunities to amass them like you had in space and fantasy, so I had to give you something. We're gonna start. We're gonna start in Croc and Kaboom's room. I'm gonna say Croc. You're the first one to hear kind of like some polite but loud knocking on the door.
You can come in.
Is this still the room that's like half covered in gold?
Yes.
By half, you mean like 98%? Yes.
Yeah, basically. Wait, yeah, doesn't
yeah.
Kaboom just have like a tiny like?
He has
I've
a
got a
mini
mini
fridge.
He's got a mini
He's
fridge
got like
in the
a
corner.
shit corner with a
Yeah.
Yeah. So the guy that comes the door opens, and you see, if you recall, that kind of like that receptionist sort of dude with the very kind of like the tired looking guy.
The guy that was
Kind of just
asleep,
like
yeah.
he's kind of just like standing in the doorway, sort of like hunched over, just looking like he wants to go to sleep. And he just kind of wanders in. He's just like, yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt or whatever. It's for you, Croc. Someone, I don't know, some sort of message or something. I didn't read it.
I get up from funding myself with money. Alright, what is it?
So you see, it's kind of so you see just sort of like it's kind of like a pretty fancy looking sort of like envelope with the big letters the GTR Industries on the front. And you open it up and you just you read it aloud, and it's just, you read like, how's it going, Croc? I hope everything's going okay, and hope this finds you well. I heard that you're a hero in the city now, so I wanted to invite you over to I wanted to invite you and your team over to just chat and maybe discuss a potential business opportunity. And it's just it's signed with let me see can you flip flip just wit to see if you recognize the name.
Alright.
Here we go, boys.
Oh, I didn't shuffle.
Oh,
All right.
Actually, I think you did. I think you just
yeah,
I think
you
you just
just
somehow
picked up the whole
you just
deck.
somehow pulled your whole deck.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, if you pull the tab with the number on it, it
Hero
like, pulls the
boy.
whole thing.
drive. Okay, I'll take one.
How much drive do you have?
7. He
Seven.
has 6 now.
5
Oh,
now.
he used 2, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, then he has 5 now.
I don't actually know what the flip is. I can't see it.
You
One
got one
success.
1 success
For
out of
like
like 9
11
cards.
cards.
Yeah.
You see that you see that it's signed a one Sam Scaley, and you sort of think you look at the name and the signature and you think,
He's a Scaley.
well, that's a dumb name. but nothing else really sticks out about it.
Ah, shit. People are already finding my identity in this place.
Well, do you know his?
I've no idea who Sam Scaley is. I remember very little of my clan, but it's bad news if the IRS find out I'm living here. Anyway, let's guess let's go tell the others about this. Maybe we could go as a
I guess
team.
so. Maybe they'll know more about it.
You say you okay, so you guys head over to the other room.
What was the
I'm good.
company you said it was?
GTR Industries.
Oh, okay. I see.
Do you? I thought I made it very subtle.
Yeah. I mean, I missed it the first time around, but yeah.
I just got it.
All right, so I'm gonna say you knock on the door. I assume that your teammates are let in.
The door is unlocked. Armorex is just working on his motorbike. Like it's like suspended by like cables and shit, and he's just working on it.
All right, so Croc and Kaboom enter. Armorex is working away. I'm Brown. Is Larry doing anything of note?
Can I ask you a question?
Is there any motor oil around?
Is there any motor oil around?
Yeah.
I guess that's up to the machinist of the roommate. I guess that's what the machinist roommate.
What does motor oil do again? It's not like fuel, is it?
It's oil.
Oil, it's for lubricating and whatnot.
Oh, then I guess so. Fuel-wise, it's 100% green energy. But if it needs the motor oil to actually move the parts, then yes.
Well, there's probably not motor oil in them, but there's probably some maybe some WD-40.
Yeah.
There's just oil.
I'll eat that.
The motor oil.
I can't even understand.
You're going in and out, Doc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doc, we got none of that. Hello?
I'll just wait for Doc to
Can you hear
talk.
that, bro?
Yeah, I hear the crow.
I hear the
Good.
crow.
Okay, Doc. See you, Doc.
All right.
You know, so there's part of me that says we should wait for Doc. There's also a part of me that says if we don't want to delay it, we could just say that no one opened the window, so Francis literally can't hear any of this.
Yeah,
Francis
sure.
is just
Let's go with
chilling
that.
by his dumpster fire.
Yeah. The dumpster fire never goes out, by the way. It's been perpetually going for 2 months.
We can always ask him like what he was up to while
Mm-hmm.
once he's.
Oh,
He's back.
No?
okay, there he goes. All right. So, I'm gonna say Kaboom and Croc, you take a moment to explain what happened. That Croc got sort of that Croc got like a message, and he
Wait,
doesn't exactly
what was Larry
know who
doing? Was he just drinking the oil?
Presumably.
He's
Drank the
chugging.
oil. Chugging.
He's drinking the oil.
Is it any better? Oh,
What?
Yeah,
it's
you-
a bit better.
I hear you.
It's I mean the quality's not great, but you're not going in and out.
okay.
Cool.
Nice. You're outside, Doc, so you can't even hear this conversation going on at the moment, but you will.
Yeah, when you dropped off the call, we were gonna say that just no one opened the window, so Francis couldn't hear the conversation.
Can I like throw some rocks up at the window?
If you've
Sure.
been doing that
Give me
for
a
months,
give
then...
me a give me a presence melee to throw a rock
I
at the
was-
window and get everyone's attention.
I was gonna say, if he's been doing this consistently for months,
Or
at some point,
someone or somebody give me a presence
At
melee
some-
for him at least.
It's 2 instead of 8 flip or 6 flip. 6-card flip.
has Francis been doing this for like the past 2 months during the time skip, like consistently, Doc?
Yeah, your window is just pelted with marks from my rocks.
That was scratched up to shit. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the window's scratched up to shit, but you're not too bent out of shape about it because it does overlook an alley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't make
You're
it
not-
any less annoying.
You're just not gonna get the security deposit back.
Wait.
They made you do the fucking agency that gave you room and board took a security deposit.
Yeah, right.
So what did you say the flip was?
Presence and
Presence melee.
melee.
Presence melee.
It's 6 cards.
Well, you got a crit.
Two.
Well, you're healthy too, right?
Yeah, one more. I'll flip. Okay, I'll flip it. I'll flip the healthy card. Okay.
Yeah, I was just making sure that the healthy card was accounted for.
All right. So for three successes, everyone hears like the very loud, like a very loud, just sort of like a very loud smack of rock on glass as like a particularly big rock. You're surprised. Frankly, you're surprised it didn't break the window. Francis threw it pretty fucking hard.
I'm gonna say in the past 2 months, Armor X has been reinforcing it with hard glass.
Yeah. So I see Francis out the window, right?
Mhm.
No, you have to look down.
Oh,
He's like,
okay, dude. Well, obviously
we're not on
he's
the ground floor.
He's throwing rocks because something's wrong. He probably can't breathe, so I'm just gonna smash the window for him. Give him an air hole.
No, I'll open the window.
I am gonna.
Totally can't breathe.
I'll say RX opens the window before Larry has a chance to smash it.
Armor
open.
X is going to yell, "You have a phone! Just call if you need something!"
Thank God you opened that window. I couldn't breathe.
Would you shut up? Anyways, get up here. Croc has something to tell us.
Is there a fire escape I can climb
No,
up?
use the front door and go up the elevator.
I'll be right there.
Jesus.
Dog's mic quality makes it sound like he's actually shouting from outside the window.
I know. I almost want Doc to stay outside and hear from there. Just like
I'll stay outside until I'm ready. I need to get dressed.
I need to get dressed. I want to say. I will say. Unless Doc has any objections, I will say he is saying I need to get dressed while he's just like wearing his same outfit as always.
God damn it!
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I don't really get dressed. It's just an excuse I use.
Well, how
Figure
can
of
you-
speech.
Well,
Yeah,
since everyone's here now, I guess. What do you want to tell us, Croc?
Well, it's just about this letter I received from one GTR.
The IRS?
Not yet, hopefully. But there's someone who's found me, one Sam Scaley, I believe. And
Who the hell's Sam Scaley?
I have no idea, but I want
You
to
mean
find out.
the Sam Scaley?
You know Sam Scaley?
Do I know Sam Scaley?
Give me intelligence streetwise to see if you know Sam Scaley.
Do you have my sheet, dude? Because
I can
I'm
pull it up.
sorry.
Yes, I do
I
have
have-
your
yeah.
sheet. Intelligence streetwise is
2, 4
2.
plus 1.
Yeah, it's 2 plus 1 for healthy.
Oh, does he not have streetwise anymore?
Not on the
please
sheet.
do.
Not on the sheet he sent me. Oh wait, no.
I-
No, you're right. I was looking at sneaking. Yeah, it's 4 cards.
I can't see the flip, but definitely put a hero point in all my drive on it too.
Noted. There, I've pre hero
Good,
pointed and all your drived. So let's see how this goes.
Hell yeah!
Here's the 5 original with 3 successes.
Pardon?
3 successes from your original, and then 2 more from the bonus flips.
Jesus,
Hell
fucking,
yeah!
they were best friends.
Yeah, Dean Sam Scaley, dude.
You're
Bruh.
just saying words with a different inflection, Larry.
Brown
Yeah,
Brown
well, I
takes
mean,
a
you know, if
Br-
if you knew him like I knew him, you know.
Brown or Larry rather. Larry kind of like looks at the sort of like looks around at everyone else in the room while also taking a moment to peek out the window at Francis with a look that would almost make with a look that would make like an outside observer think that like they he was talking to people who had never heard what the internet is.
Is this any better, guys?
Yes.
A little
little
bit,
bit.
yeah.
Actually, yeah, it is.
I'm using my earbuds instead of my truck radio now, so it might be a little bit better quality.
Yeah, that's good.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I'll have to turn you
it's
down a
bit-
bit, but it's good.
Yeah, it's louder, but it's also clearer.
Very much clearer.
Well, you can just turn me down if I'm too loud.
Yeah, it's good now.
Yeah. No, this is fine.
Alright. All right, just want to make sure.
All right. So, Larry, you're very well versed in all the exports of him. He just sort of he's kind of like just sort of a newer sort of player in the technology industry scene that just sort of like came out of nowhere, but recently has been just absolutely like killing it. Like a lot of the stuff that he uses, a lot of the stuff that he made is stuff that even like Dynamo City Police and like some hero agencies have picked up for their own use. It's him and by extension GTR Industries are a tremendous deal in Dynamo City. And you relay this to the rest of the gang.
To
with
needs to rely on-
with an inflection that is almost insulting because you're like, how do you guys not know this?
Who needs to rely on big tech industries when you can just make your own?
Sorry, I kind of missed everything you said that I knew
Oh my god.
because I was talking to my aunt.
He's a big deal tech guy, even in Dynamo City.
He's a big deal tech guy. He's a especially big deal in Dynamo City because a lot of agencies and like police sort of have like tech
use their
contracts
shit.
with his company.
Yeah.
You guys, I mean, come on. I mean, it's the only kind of tech company lobsters use. Sam Scaley Industries, GGB,
Or
R
GTR.
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 He knows the guy. He doesn't know the name of the industry.
Whoa, Larry.
I mean, we worship him as a god down there under the sea.
That's a bit concerning. What I was going to say is, who needs big time tech companies when you can just make all your own shit?
Listen, son, you're not thinking with your head here. You need to stop thinking
What
with
does
that heart of
decent-
yours. And
What does
get
that
some money.
mean?
This is a valuable
does
contract,
decent-
Armorex. This could be something
I already
big.
supply our team. I already supply our team with everything we need.
Yeah, but
Hey,
you
listen.
don't have the mass production.
He might show us around his secret prototypes, and you can get some ideas. Then we might not even need him after all.
You guys keep talking like this, and I might just have to take away all your X phones.
I already ate mine, right?
I think so.
Probably.
Okay, thank
It
God.
doesn't digest. It's just been sitting in his stomach.
I feed my other one to Larry while looking at Armorex in the eyes.
I eat it. Scrumptious.
I throw mine through the window.
I want to catch it, dude. I want to catch it.
I think I do have to make you flip for catching it.
Which is
I feel like agility. I feel like it's got to be. I want to make it something funny, but I also
Yeah.
feel like it just sort of has to be agility athletics for catching something in your mouth.
in my mouth, dude. I have a claw.
Oh, I thought you were gonna like just jump up and just like get it like a dog. That's what I pictured in my head.
I thought you still had the
Jesus,
motor oil in your
bunch of
hands too.
lobsters. The what?
The motor oil.
Oh, motor oil. Oh yeah. No, I ate that too.
That is true. He did say he was eating it.
Yeah, I think maybe it is more reasonable to catch it in my mouth, considering.
Why are you all doing this?
Oh, sorry. I was just seeing how much hero points I had. Ah, fuck. Where'd all my drive go?
It's the phone slides right out of your oil slicked mouth and onto the floor.
You pick it up and drop it out the window, and Francis can just get it
It
again.
just smashes on the ground.
Whatever. You don't like what I make for you guys?
Is Armor X's phone around somewhere?
No, don't. It's not.
I appreciate the
I'm
thought,
asking the group.
but it's no Armorex brand money,
We
that's
got
for sure.
insurance on these, right?
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. What was that second part, Croc?
It's no Armorex brand money, that's for sure. That's a very handy. I don't know how to use these newfangled phones. I'll stick to what I know.
Instincts.
Yeah, I set up
I
this
could
like,
just make
email
just-
filter, and now I'm not getting any jobs.
What?
because no one. What?
No one's including the words destruction or explosion.
They aren't going to.
Yeah,
I
well,
make another one.
Have you tried demolition?
Oh, I'll add that one.
I make another phone for Croc, by the way, and I hand it.
I
to
love
him.
I love the idea that Kaboom has an email filter up so that every email that doesn't include words that relate to blowing things up is sent straight to spam.
I am gonna hand another one to Croc though.
Alright, maybe you can
Alright,
teach
sure
me how
thing.
to use one of these later. After our trip to Sam Scaley, of course.
I want to have a talk with this guy. I don't like the sound of him.
I like to imagine Croc with like a smart rotary phone.
What?
What?
Yeah, when Cox said he didn't have newfangled technology, I was gonna say what his actual phone looked like, but I was stuck between like tiny rotary phone or Motorola Razr. I didn't know which one was a funnier visual.
I mean, half
What
of me
about all-
was I was
No.
going to make Croc an X branded like 90s cell phone because that would go more with his motif.
I mean, he's a businessman. I feel like he'd definitely be using a BlackBerry.
Well, no, because when you think of I think of like 90s characters, I think of them in those like heavy cell phones.
Yeah, the big like briefcase cell phone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that too. That's actually a good point.
Well, whatever. Let's just get this over with. Let's just talk to this guy so he can get back.
May as well see what he wants.
I don't know why he contacted us specifically.
I mean, he contacted Croc specifically.
I don't know why he would contact Croc specifically when Croc's not like he's not a company that we know
Well-
of that isn't a shell company offshore. Let's just go.
I will say, for the sake of time, we're just gonna say that you guys
Took a taxi.
through various yeah, I'm gonna say you just took you just took a cab.
We Ubered like a minivan.
And eventually you guys get to just this like very big building. In terms of like buildings that you've seen, probably only the Alpha Prime Agency building sort of dwarfs this one in size. But I'd say that this one's probably even more ostentatious, as it just has like it's just covered in sort of like very fancy, very high-tech looking, just sort of like honestly, they're probably just decorations, but they're designed to look like they're very important parts of the building.
Who's compensating for something?
I kissed the floor in front of the
Any
building.
tech
and say a little
enthusiast
prayer.
knows that it's always about. It's every tech enthusiast should actually know. It's always about substance over style. You just make sure the things work. You don't need all of this crap.
Not if you want it to sell.
Praise be unto Scaley.
I will say, cynical. The irony of that coming from someone who brands every single thing he makes is not lost on me.
That is true.
It's not as ostentatious as this building. You stop kissing the floor, you're getting diseases from it.
What? I keep kissing the floor. This is a holy site.
I take one step on the holy site in front of Larry.
I've completed my lobster pilgrimage to Sam Scaley's headquarters.
Why do lobsters worship a tech guy anyway? You don't even know how to use your phone.
Listen, it's not that I don't know how to use phones, it's just that I've far surpassed that technology. You know,
Then why do you worship a person whose technology you surpassed?
no, I mean, through Sam Scaley, we've surpassed your technology and all others, spiritually and physically and mentally.
Giving this guy way too much credit.
And
Larry fucking loves Sam Scaley.
I would appreciate if you didn't look down on my religion, Armor X.
I'm looking down
Click
on
whack.
it.
Okay, I'm gonna walk away. You know, I'm gonna
He
be the
puts
bigger
in his-
lobster.
He puts in his Ray Sams and walks.
Do lobsters have ears?
Are we just standing outside while all this is happening?
Pretty much. I want to
Yeah.
say it's an automatic door too, so it's just standing open.
Oh,
while you
it's like-
guys are
No,
sitting
no,
here
it keeps
having
closing
this
and then
Yeah, it keeps
it keeps
closing.
closing and then a second
Yeah.
passes and it opens again.
Yeah,
like,
it keeps.
this halfway
No,
in.
it closes a little bit, and then someone like while you guys are talking, someone like shifts their weight, and it detects you again and opens back up for a couple of seconds.
Secretary at the front desk just looks pissed off.
I look very like I'm gonna kind of just admire the door a little bit. Like it's such an impressive piece of technology. Only
It's just
Sam
a regular
Scaley.
automatic door.
could-
We have those at the agency, Larry.
There's
It's the
nothing
exact same
regular
type
about
of door
it.
as the agency.
I like it a
Well-
lot more. Okay,
It's the exact same door.
praise Scaley.
You hear from inside the building the young woman working at the receptionist desk. She kind of just goes, hi, can I help you with something? Do you need directions, or are you coming in?
Oh yeah,
Can we see any
Croc.
employees?
Hey, you got that envelope?
yeah. Croc, show her the letter.
Yes, we need directions to Sam Scaley's office. And I handed the letter.
Yeah, we've been invited by your employer.
She takes the letter and she sort of reads it for a moment. And she's
I like to imagine she's reading and then she looks up and sees the fucking colorful cast of characters that just fucking has been invited to this shit.
I mean, she looks up. She sees that. She mostly sees Croc in particular, and she just and sort of like the realization kind of like crosses her face, like and with like a very sort of shocked look, and just goes, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I suppose I should have recognized that it was you."
What?
Ah, yes,
Croc,
it's
are you,
me.
like, big around here?
Shh.
Well, Mr. Scaley is just waiting for you in his office. He's been expecting you, so he'll be glad to see that you've all arrived.
What floor is that? His office.
The Sam Scaley.
Oh, would you hush up?
One and the same. He likes to stick to the home office mostly, a bit of a homebody.
What floor is
You're
that?
sending us to see the Sam Scaley?
Yeah.
A
Is
gift.
that okay?
A gift is in order from my people.
Oh no!
I hand her the picture of Croc at the Christmas party.
You do not have it. If you
That is
remember,
true.
you gave it to
You gave it.
you gave it to Maximilian
Oh,
when
he
you
did.
guys were in the meeting.
She's
Yeah.
already got a wig on, so I give her my beard.
Why you just assume it's a wig?
Well, I mean that's what it's called. when you
Yeah.
got the-
No, I like to
the,
imagine
like,
Larry
hair.
takes off the beard and just like lays it down like it's some kind of like fucking like church mass, like on like the altar.
Praise me unto the Scaley one.
I just pictured like Larry, like he puts the wig down on the desk and then like he just like prays on like one knee like Tim Tebow.
So wait, home office? Where is his office? Where can we talk to this man?
Please accept
Oh,
this
I
gift.
mean, he's just in his office on the top floor. You can just take the elevator all the way up.
Okay, thank you.
It is one of
Let's
my
go, guys.
only
Someone grab
possessions.
Larry.
I'm but a humble lobster.
Someone grab Larry.
I grab Larry and put him under my shoulder.
Farewell and thank you for everything.
Well, the beard is on the desk.
Praise be unto the great, the one and only Sam Scaley.
Oh shoot, the collections are changed. I don't have the beard anymore. Or the solo hair.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
because I think it was
split them
photoshopped
up.
together. Oh.
Yeah. Well, no, I kept the separate hair one in case you lost the beard at some point. I'll have to remake it.
That's some good foresight
Alright.
right there.
Alrighty.
So you guys,
Let's,
you guys file in. You guys file in. You guys kind of it's a big enough elevator for you guys all to go up at once, and you guys just sort of take what feels like a what feels like a very long elevator ride. You
Some
seem you're
really
going up
tacky
quite a
elevator
ways.
music is playing.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. What was the music? What was the music that I used for that other office building?
I'm like getting really into the elevator song. Just like the hymns we used to sing in Sam Scaley Church every Saturday afternoon.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, I don't know if it was obvious by the token I was using, but at this point, Armorex is still like not suited up because it's not like a fight.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot that was kind of a gimmick.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many good ones.
There's so many good ones.
Nothing.
There's so many good ones.
You'll see. I mean, you'll understand. I'll make you understand.
It's too far up. I'm just gonna use the first one that I found.
I have to turn Groovy up. Ooh.
Very nice.
I will. Okay, so after a while, the elevator dings, but the door doesn't open right. The door doesn't open right away. Instead, like a small kind of like, it looks like sort of like a circular camera on kind of like a little like sort of like a bar, a little stick. I don't know. It's suspended from the top of the elevator. It comes down and just goes. Greetings. Welcome to the office of Scam Scaley. Please submit to a scam to confirm authorization to enter.
Hold up the letter, Croc.
I hold it up.
I didn't quite catch that. Do you authorize submission to a scam?
Yes.
Yes, scan me. Oh, holy machine of the creator, Sam Scaley.
Fantastic. There's sort of like a very bright red flash for a moment. Okay, looks like everything's in order. Have a great day.
Yeah, whatever.
And it goes back up into the top of the elevator, and then the doors ding again and then open. And you see that they open like directly into just like a very big, very kind of sci-fi-ish office with a very nice, fancy desk that kind of like sticks out in the fact that it's like made of like just like finished wood in the middle of this like very matrixy kind of sci-fi office.
Is there someone behind the desk?
Yes, sitting behind the desk is a humanoid alligator in a very nice suit. In contrast to Croc, his build is a lot thinner, as is his mouth. He's kind of one of those thin-mouthed gators.
Oh, yes.
Oh. And I recognize him, right?
Oh, you recognize him immediately.
Oh, wonderful counselor, the mighty god, the everlasting one, the prince of tech, Sam Scaley, techno king of technocanes.
Could you
Holy-
calm down
Holy
before
one of
security is
Dynamo
forced to
City,
take us
king of the lobsters.
out of the building?
Praise be unto you. I begin prostrating in front of Sam Scaley.
Please do not prostrate in front of a man we just met.
You are my rock and my word and my truth, Sam Scaley, Holy One,
He hasn't even said
Lord.
a goddamn word.
Master. If there's anything you need, I would be more than happy to serve you.
This is weird.
Nice to meet you too.
Please ignore the
Just
insane talking lobster.
Just to note, he's saying this all while he's tucked in under my shoulder, as I carried him into the room.
Somehow,
That's true.
I'm also prostrating myself under.
Prostrating
Shoulder.
yourself!
He's air prostrating.
Good afternoon, sir. I assume you're Sam Scaley.
He gets up from his desk and he just goes,
Is he
Sir.
taller than Croc?
"Sir, that is not something I ever would have expected to hear coming from you." He holds out his hand for like a handshake and he just goes, "It's an honor to see you again."
Again? Do I know you?
I'll give you another I'll give you another wit check to see if you can remember him while you're face to face.
Alright. Alright.
Nice.
Now you recognize him.
What? I mean, surely you remember. I mean, there was that day. There was the day that changed my life for the better. And
I'm
It,
shaking
it
his hand
takes it-
and it grows in intensity as I'm like, oh, I remember you, Sammy.
there's a bit of a I'm gonna have a little flashback. For 4 successes, you'll get the full flashback.
Alright.
And so you're in your company, like, this is like some years ago, and you're kind of like you're kind of walking by just the cubicle of just sort of a data analyst by the name of Sam Scaley, and if you're being entirely honest, he's really not even a particularly great one. If anything, you probably just hired him because he was also a reptile person.
Nepotism.
No. Repetism.
God damn it.
And you just kind of you walk by his desk and you kind of like take a look at the reports he's doing, and he kind of like he once he notices you, he's kind of like he's sort of he jumps up and he's kind of, his arms are waving, he's like struggling to explain something. You're not really listening, you're just sort of want to get out of the situation. And so you just you put a crocodile hand on his shoulder and you go, "Hey, keep up the good work." and then you walk away and the flashback fades out.
Praise
And he just-
keeper of the good work.
And Tim just like, "Oh, your words that day were exactly the kick that I needed to really apply myself."
Yeah, I remember saying that. Your work was amazing.
That one exchange led you to making all this?
Well, you don't.
Well, it wasn't overnight. It's a pretty it's a pretty big ordeal, sort of organizing and figuring out all of this stuff. It's, I won't go into the specifics. It's something that you kind of need to be in the industry to understand.
I'm glad to see you got yourself on your feet after my sudden departure.
We were all awfully sorry to see you go, sir. But, hey, I mean, heroism. I mean, that's not what I would have expected. I thought you'd be running your own new company by now.
Well, some of, that can get a little complicated nowadays, but, heroism's some nice, quick money on the side. While I find my footing here.
Oh, hold
We're
on.
a
I'm still a
company
bit
of
hung.
heroes in a sense.
I'm a bit hung up when you said industry. I make my own tech.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Anything I would have heard of? What's your business called?
Business. I'm an independent sort of contractor, and ArmorX makes a business card.
Yes, I've been working with this associate for a few months now.
I mean, if you want to see something, then watch this. ArmorX jumps on the desk and does the transformation into ArmorX. Obviously striking a pose as he finishes.
Naturally.
I tell
And-
Scaley.
Oh,
Of course, my crowning achievement, ArmorX will backflip, and in midair, the X-Bike will the X-Bike in the hover bike form will make itself, and he'll land on the seat.
Got a flip for that.
yeah, you definitely.
Alrighty, what's the flip here? Guessing
feel like
maybe
it-
agility.
I think this seems like agility and heroism.
Alrighty.
I will say you do get the +2 on this. We've been neglecting to give you those for your ultimate, but there's no reason why Sam Scaley would not be considered like a friendly party.
True.
How does it look, Dingle? How does it look? And the hover bike's like just a couple feet off the air.
I'm gonna say for 4 successes, you also do like, you do like a fucking like a trick with your bike in the air as if you were
And
in the middle of like as if you were in like a BMX video game.
And of course, as I finish it, I rev the engine just to show off.
So you have to describe this again. Are you landing your motorcycle into the chair?
No.
It's not-
I
imagining
backflip
on the
off
desk.
the desk, and in midair, the bike builds itself in midair in the hover bike form, so it's still like flying in midair, and I land on the seat of the motorbike. Does that make sense?
Okay. So you're not landing in his chair. You're landing on
No.
the hover bike.
No.
Okay, gotcha.
I do the trick that you mentioned, and then I rev my engine just to show off. Like a really loud, like show-offy, like rev.
Yeah, I was just thinking like he does a burnout with the computer chair.
No.
So he kind of he takes a step back for a moment and like eyes wide, kind of like mouth open. And then he just kind of he starts sort of like clapping for you. Goes, "Oh, bravo.
Thank you." ArmorX
Hey.
will dissipate the bike and just sort of be on the ground with everyone else.
Being able to create those things, that's your power, yeah?"
Yes, it is. And ArmorX will make some matter cubes like float around in his hand.
Oh, man, I wish I had a skill like that. Would have made my job a lot easier.
You'd probably still need mass production. I mean, it can't quite get a vehicle for all of us.
There's no way it can be easy being you, Sam Scaley.
Armrex is gonna
The
lean
lobster
the
of the
croc,
tribe Scaley.
by the way, and just sort of politely whisper like, "See, I got this. I got this clown."
He's got.
Do I hear him call Sam Scaley a clown?
No, you don't.
I'm gonna say for Armor X's sake, yeah, you don't.
You're still being muffled by Francis.
What?
Okay.
Like he's still holding you under his arm.
I hop out of Francis'
So-
arms. Go to kiss Sam Scaley's feet.
So, so he takes a so he sort of takes a moment and just goes, well, you know, I gotta say, it's a pleasure to meet all of you, and I really wish I could invite you for some lunch or whatever, but I will say that my reason for calling you all here was unfortunately it's not just to catch up with old friends. I've actually got something that I'm wondering if a group of heroes of your renown could help me with.
As long as the payment includes that lunch you promised.
Do not pay us, Sam. We will do it for free. Anything
No,
you
no,
need.
no, no, no.
I promise
Compensation-
it will be done.
No, you don't have to
Yeah,
pay
that-
him.
Yeah,
You don't have to
definitely don't pay him.
Don't pay him, but the rest of us, like, you know, I could take a nice.
How could you all accept payment from a man as holy as he?
How come you're interrupting him if he's such a holy man? Let him speak. I shut you out.
He kind of looks around. He's like, well, I suppose we could discuss things like payment at a later date. No need to get the works gummed up with that right off the bat. I mean, I haven't even told you what the job is.
Yeah, that's it. That is the most important one.
So, it's funny that you brought up mass production, because that's part of, well, it's part of the issue. When you're creating and sending out so many things a day, it's every now and again certain things can slip through the cracks, as it were, and it's no big deal. I mean, there's nothing to be concerned with, but
Killer invention on the loose.
Rogue AI.
well,
Let's kill an AI. Eat it.
Well, I will say, it's killer inventions. They are fairly killer. We do a lot of weapons contracts. You know, things that it's not the most glamorous business, but hey, I mean, someone's got to supply agencies with gears for heroes and police precincts with anti-power rifles for troops to get out there in the field.
Has a doomsday device of yours fallen into the wrong hands?
Perhaps not so melodramatic, but one of our financial analysts did see that there were a few shipments that weren't quite accounted for, and they were, well, not the kind of things that should not be accounted for.
Hey, is this guy one of them? As I pull out the anti-power rifle I procured from our first mission.
He takes him. He's just sort of like he kind of takes it in his hands for a second. He just, may I?
Yeah, go ahead.
And he shoots all of us.
He just sort of he turns it over a couple times in his hands, kind of well, the logos and serial numbers were filed off, of course, but this definitely does look like one of ours. Where did you find this? If you don't mind me asking. I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm curious.
Pulled it off of one of the guys from our first mission.
Yeah,
Get a hold of this stuff.
Yeah, some villains, including the villain known as was the villain? Out of character, let me ask. The villain was just called Jaw, right?
Jaws.
I believe it was Jaws.
Including a supervillain named Jaws, and his henchmen had they were trying to get away with crates of these weapons.
Well,
We stopped them, of
if you count
course.
Jaws' maw as a crate.
We stopped them, of course, and we left the rest of the police after that. But we're not sure if everything in the warehouse was accounted for or not.
Ooh. Well, first of all, thank you. Second of all, I wish that news put me at ease, but it kind of makes me a little bit more strung up.
Sorry.
The time frame you're telling me almost entirely matches the first discrepancy that they found. These types of weapons, and they're not just stealing, guns, should not be ending up in the hands of, people like, what did you say his name was? Jaws? What does he do?
Yes.
Does he bite things? Does he have, a grip?
He has a big steel lower jaw.
Terrifying.
Oh, don't worry, I impaled him with a spear to incapacitate him.
Also terrifying.
I am also back at my computer.
He's
Oh,
a
hell yeah.
businessman, not
Francis
a.
says in character. As I pull out a laptop and sit down.
Yeah, well, he's fine, just in jail. One little jumping spear, thrust wouldn't kill someone like that. I don't know if that made
terrifying
that
further.
Well, he was getting
Well,
away.
I have to say, I am glad that I hired heroes for this job. Then, you cannot. Whew, I'm at a loss for words. I mean, something like this has never happened before.
Did you only find out about the discrepancy just recently? Because that first job was about 2 months ago. Or have you known about this for a while? Oh, out of character, my computer just gave me a notification. Sorry, that threw me off. Go ahead.
Yes, if I wish I would have caught something. I wish I would have caught this earlier. I'm in a bit of a bind now, because, well, I mean, good luck explaining 2 months of supplying the criminal underbelly of Dynamo City to the police. That's kind of why I wanted to call just one group of heroes and sort of call them personally. I was... Croc, we have a history, we go back. I was hoping that you and your friends would be able to do this as a favor to an old friend.
Since you asked nicely, and I don't have any jobs on at the moment.
I'll do anything to protect you, Mr. Scaley.
Oh my god, hush up.
You
Sir,
are the
I don't know
reason.
you're aware of this, but lobsters worship your tech company.
You are my life and my wit.
Very weird.
Interesting. Lobsters. He sort of he writes something down. We have many developments in the work for the lobster people, of course. You can expect those to hit the market in he goes over to his computer on his desk, he kind of types some things in, he kind of sort of is shuffling through files on his computer. You can tell well, we don't like to give they're not public dates yet, so I really shouldn't disclose it.
Okay.
No insider trading.
Praise be unto Lord Scaley. Your blessings will rain down upon the lobster people.
So, where do you want us to look first, Mr. Scaley? Do you have any leads you could give us?
Well, I would start by I'd start by going to analytics, asking the fine member of the team who found this initially. He might have some news for you, and I suppose you could also go to human resources, ask if they noticed anything a little bit strange.
This sounds like a lot of bureaucracy.
Sounds like a lot of office politics.
We
I
just
know
need
it's not a-
names and asses to kick.
And we're all out of names.
I understand it's not the most glamorous work, but listen, I will make sure that you are all compensated more than fairly for your time.
I get right up in his face and say, if we don't kick some ass, I'm kicking yours.
No, we're not. We're
Francis'
not.
leg off.
We're not. Sorry about that, Mr. Scaley. Francis here, he's kind of like our bad cop, but he still means well.
If you ever dishonor Lord Scaley again, Francis.
Kaboom under his breast says, one of the bad cops at least.
Yeah. We're gonna go to HR first. What floor would that be?
Oh, you could just it'll be on the fifth. That'll be on the 5th floor. Sorry, it's a bit of a trip down.
By the way, on the card I gave you, Mr. Scaley, contact us if anything comes up while we're out investigating.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%.
All right, let's head to
Believe me,
HR.
you will have my full cooperation on this. Nothing hidden, nothing excluded from your.
That's good
Whatever
because
you
that
need.
is
he
he
telling
is
the
a
truth?
lot. Who's best at
It would
decising this?
be wit. It would be wit and empathy to discern that.
I have high empathy but no wit,
Wit.
so it'd be 5 for me, or 6 when I'm healthy.
1, 2.
Flip my one
I'll
way.
hear a point too. Fuck.
Let me try wit and empathy then. 1, 2.
I was
3.
hoping I would
4,
get like a
5.
good success and he'd tell me he was lying and then I'd say don't tell the group.
Okay. That is 3 successes for me.
I got 1 success.
A total of
4.
a total of 4 successes. I will say the tone of his voice and the kind of like nervousness of it definitely strikes you as odd. You can't quite put your finger on it, but something about sort of the way he said that is just kind of like, huh, that was a weird thing to just say.
I am going to wait until we're in the elevator to tell everyone this. I'll be just like, all right, we'll be off to HR then. Come on, guys.
Praise you, Scaley. I kissed his feet from last time.
I imagine he would like jump up from his desk if he felt that.
Yeah, I mean lobster kisses are with the claws, so.
Oh. Anyways, are we all in the elevator?
Yeah, I will say you guys are all back.
we're in the elevator. Door closes. I give it a couple seconds, and I'm like, he's not exactly being 100% honest with us, but
You doubt Scaley? Who do you think
can
you are?
please let me talk, Larry? So let's just keep that in mind, guys. There might be more to this than he's telling us.
Blasphemy. Trust Scaley. Have faith.
Does that sound in
Well.
character? Does that sound like him, Croc? You knew him most, even if it was just one exchange.
I put my hand on his shoulder. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I didn't know this guy at all.
Well, Larry notwithstanding, let's all just keep an eye on this whole situation while we're investigating.
He's
all right,
unknowable.
I mean,
fellas?
hey, when they're just lying, there were guns in bad people's hands.
He wasn't lying about that, but he's not telling us everything he knows. You know what I mean, Kaboom?
Yeah. Saving the day is saving the day.
I know. But Francis, the things that complicate, we might need your help to uncomplicate things.
I'll kick his ass.
I mean, maybe just kick his ass a little, but let's not start with that.
I'll rough him up if I have to get
All right.
information.
Yeah, just like, kind of like, do that at like 50%. All right.
I'll light a cigarette right now.
Yeah, smoking indoors. That's showing the man.
Yeah, that'll teach him.
I guess we're at the HR now.
Yep. So,
Good thing the fire alarm didn't go off.
so you guys walk in, and you just sort of see like a very sort of serious looking man just like at his desk, just working on his computer.
Excuse me.
Goes, yeah, what is it?
We're on here from official business with Scaley to look into the weapon shipment discrepancies, and he wanted us to come to HR to ask: was anyone on any line or any, on any form during the chain of command? Has anyone been acting kind of weird? Kind of maybe someone on the inside that might have been part of the cause for this discrepancy, which I should remind you are dangerous weapons in the hands of dangerous people currently.
He kind of like he looks at you for a moment. He just goes, "What is it? What is this? A spy movie? Dude, I reprimand people when they're inappropriate in the office. What do you?
All right. How
need all
about
the
this?
sexual harassment
Who's-
claims.
Who,
I think you,
ignore this guy.
Stole these weapons.
yeah,
Who's the
like
Who's the biggest narc in the office?
yeah, no, yeah. Also, when you're all eating in like the lunchroom, is there like someone that like everyone like sits away from? Because he's kind of
Who's the girl that hits on the most and complains about it?
Is there like is there any regulars that come in here? Multiple strikes or
Do any other
does anyone have
officers
any
work here?
anger issues?
You got anyone that talks to fridges?
Got anyone that comes out of fridge?
That's good. I like that.
You see them in the break room and they're whispering something to the mini fridge, and they do like a little, little knock.
Kind of like
I like to
he kinda-
imagine as all of us are talking over each other at this one guy. By the way,
Yeah.
Gal.
He looks around. And he's just kind of like, well, listen, he doesn't really, he hasn't really had too many instances where we gotta, sit him down. But I will say, there is a member of the janitorial staff that, people just kind of steer clear of him. I don't, I'm no gossip, but, I heard doesn't exactly have the, most sterling past.
all right, you got a name for this guy and what floor he might be on at this moment? Like maybe a work schedule.
Do you have his fridge number? Because we got a guy on the inside.
We got a fridge guy.
You have a-
Yeah, what's the
you
make
have
and
a-
model of his fridge at home?
Yeah, seriously. What kind of fridge does he own?
You have a.
We're
I'm gonna live with the
100%
guy.
serious.
There's no
just-
fridge in his office.
Can you get this information for us?
What office? He's a janitor.
What's his name? If he's an employee, he's in the system, right?
Yeah, what's his address?
No, what's his name?
No, just
And we can just sort of ask around.
He goes by look. He goes by Ralphie. Search the bathrooms. I don't know where he is. I'm not on
Is
the
that
janitor staff.
Oh, so he can go through toilets, huh? He's a power.
All right, yeah, it's the
Okay.
toilet teleportation.
Thank you.
not
Thank
the-
you.
Thank you.
You've been very helpful. I tapped the side of my
You-
lobster nose.
And then
You know it's not.
before the elevator door closes, I want the HR guy to hear this, like out of character, to hear this. All right, fellas, let's start checking the bathroom. And then, ding, door closes.
I'll say as the elevator door closes, I will say there's a brief moment where he kind of turns to he turns to someone at another desk and he's like, "Yeah, did you fucking see that? They said they were working for the boss."
So, he knew something. Is that what you're saying?
No, he's
He's saying their employer hired
Oh.
these fellows.
he can't believe the exchange that took place just happened.
All right, we'll start from the ground floor and make our way up through every bathroom.
No, we'll cover more ground if we split up.
All right,
We never got that flush sequence.
we don't have to. But we can't go in the women's bathroom. We can't investigate if they're cleaning in there.
Larry can.
Yeah, I have the wig on. I actually
Larry,
am.
you're in charge of every women's bathroom in all 100 floors.
Armor X, you may not know this, but I actually am a woman. I'm actually Larry, the heroine lobster.
All right,
Yeah.
good for you. Happy for you, man.
Woman, thank you very much.
I was using man as like the gender neutral, just sort of like person.
Well, that's an insult in lobster.
Oh my god, just start checking the women's bathroom!
Yeah, I checked the women's bathrooms. I'm actually not a woman, by the way.
God
But nobody-
damn it.
Nobody can tell because I'm a lobster.
No one wants to check.
Can you even check?
I don't know. Let's not go down this rabbit hole.
I'm gonna look
I
it
will
up.
say it's wit and investigation to check bathrooms for.
Oh, I thought you were
People's
gonna say
interest.
lobsters.
Lobsters, genders.
I think that would be intelligence biology.
Okay.
I think Armor X is
I'll
the
flip
only
my
one that
wit.
can make that.
What, you guys
Intelligent
actually
what?
gonna check his gender?
I'm
No,
gonna
no,
check
no,
his
no, no,
gender.
no,
Y'all
no,
can go
fucking-
fuck yourselves.
I'm
Wait, how
flipping
do I-
for the
How do I
bathroom
check bathrooms again?
Yeah, what's
Wit
bathroom check?
investigation.
Just wit investigation. You're searching.
I don't have any investigation. But I am healthy.
Oh, nice.
Hero point, because I have 5 to burn.
Shit, maybe I shouldn't have said I wasn't
drive?
a woman.
Another drive?
I'm gonna
Alright,
use,
I don't see shit.
I'm gonna use all my drive too.
I'm not using all my drive, I only use 2 of my drive.
Here we go.
I use one drive.
I've got 2 successes and no drive.
Who's the anti-Joker?
Is that... let me check. RPG.
It's
Legend.
Legend.
I anti-Joker.
Are you?
Stop!
Are you really
I don't want
wasting
to.
an
I don't
was
want to pull the.
joking.
I don't want to pull the curtain back. I will say, this one will be funny.
Let's not
Alright.
anti-Joker.
Definitely don't anti-Joker it. Yeah, no, I didn't want to.
No, I
was
got
just
no
fucking around.
successes. Croc got no successes.
I didn't flip.
Oh. You flip now.
That was like the
What
most.
investigation? We're all searching. Did you check Kaboom?
I'm just gonna place for business.
Unless you get a Joker, and then you can anti-Joker that one.
Nah, we should just leave this because this will be funny.
Oh, whew.
Sweating over there, Brown?
Yeah, I'm sweating.
Can lobsters
Okay.
sweat?
Lobsters
Um,
sweat blood. Well-known fact.
I will say for the 2 and 3 successes, I will say that Francis and Croc. I'll say most of you, you're kind of just looking through restrooms, You're just kind of very awkwardly like walking in, kind of like looking around.
In full costume, looking around.
Full costume. Every now and again, you make eye contact with someone washing their hands, and they're like, "What the?" And you just sort of awkwardly shuffle out. But Croc and Francis, by some sort of lack of communication on who was checking which floor, you guys do end up at sort of like the same bathroom. And you decide like, what the hell? We'll both check this one. And right at the and then just sort of you two walk in, and you see something which it was a while ago, but it might be a familiar face.
Is this the same janitor with the mop arms?
It is the same janitor with the mop arms.
Didn't we convince him we were like the leader of some gang?
I think you guys did. I think your story to him was that you were members of that gang.
Yeah.
And he just
And that he works for us.
he looks up. He looks up and he sees the two of you. And then this panicked look like rushes across his face. And this hand system is interesting.
Oh man, wish I could see it, but I can't.
Oh yeah, because you can do the grouping. Yeah.
How does that work?
You just group them.
Get that shit straight grouping, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah,
So-
I'm gonna take Brown's cards here. I'm gonna group.
He is
Hell yeah.
so he's going to make a break for it and sort of like shoot past you guys and run out the door.
I block.
Wait, hold on. Let him finish. This might be related to something. Is that it?
Well, no, yeah, he's making a break for it.
Yeah, I'm blocking.
Make a wall. You got Croc on your side. You're literally a wall.
I'd say it's Brawn Athletics to set a pick.
Let's go, boys. Croc, are you also doing it?
Yeah, boy.
Boy.
Plus I'm healthy.
Yeah.
Damn, boy. That a thick ass boy.
It's a thick ass boy.
I like to imagine Kaboom's just like auditing the bathrooms in the meantime.
He's
Yeah.
blowing them up. Like, you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
I don't have anything funny for Armor X.
We also need to get on our pagers. Do you know how to work this thing, Croc?
I could make it easy and just have Armor X call one of you and say, "Hey, nothing on my floors. You guys find anything?"
We still got to see the outcome first.
All right.
Okay, so 3 successes is gonna be enough to stuff this guy. You
We're
guys
gonna
kind of
stuff him
just like
right in the
you guys just sort of like stand firmly, like shoulder to shoulder, and just kind of make like a wall that he sort of crashes into.
Where'd you think you're going?
And then after that,
Okay, I will say, so as you guys go like, where are you going? You guys, Larry and Francis and Croc, you guys hear just like an ear-piercing scream in like coming from the other room.
Oh no.
Cut to Larry, who is sort of standing, putting his like claws up, trying to explain something to a bipedal lobster woman who can absolutely tell he's not supposed to be in this bathroom.
Did she make a biology investigation roll?
Well, she is a lot. Well, she is part lobster, so she can tell.
Okay.
It's worse if I'm standing on my hind legs. I make a break for it.
Okay. Give me agility and athletic. Give me agility and athletics to make a break for it, while she pulls out something like sort of like.
Pepper spray.
It looks like kind of like it looks like sort of like an office key, but there's sort of like another button that she just kind of like presses.
Yeah, and what happens, Dingle? And what happens when she presses
This is
that
really
button?
funny. We should just let this play out.
I'm not.
Did you Joker again, Brown?
Yeah, I did. No, I did.
Oh, hey, at least you don't
Oh,
have
wait.
it anymore.
We gotta let.
Oh,
this
did you
play
joke her on running away?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I definitely did do that.
Okay, so, Brown, as soon as you breach the bathroom door,
What
you
floor
hear
sign? Oh,
you
never
hear the sound of like panels opening up, and then there's two very like mechanical. There's two very heavy thuds, as two kind of like as two bipedal robots just fall from the ceiling, and one of them immediately scoops you up and is holding you very firmly. As the other one comes, you're coming with us, creep.
You know what? I'm gonna try again.
So I can see him, creep.
I will say,
They gotta look
Larry, or not Larry, Francis and Croc, you are hearing all of this happen from outside.
Yeah.
And then, while they still trying to process that, you just hear doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
I pick up the X phone.
Hey, I haven't found anything. This search is getting really boring. You guys find
somebody
anything?
You might want to.
I heard the X phone ring.
You might want to get up to floor 2 or whatever we are.
Yeah, what floor?
We got the guy,
Let's just say our number, Dingle.
Floor 8.
Yeah, floor 8.
I'm
up
on my
here,
way.
Yeah,
Armorex
we got a
is going
situation outside.
Armorex
Just
is
handle
going
that.
to jump out the nearest window, make the hover bike, fly up to floor 8, and fly in another window into floor 8.
Did you
I
break
break
the
two
window?
windows.
Yeah.
Floor 8's probably a lot bigger than just like a hallway, though.
Give me agility piloting for this maneuver.
I fucking Joker on this, I swear to God.
You don't Joker on this, I swear to God.
And I'm
You
hoping.
Kroger on this?
Oh, I crit on this.
Ooh.
Ah, dude.
Oh, how
Come on,
cool
you
does it
gotta-
look, Dingle?
You gotta risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. Put some drive on there.
Nah, I'm good.
Throw HP in.
Drive it. I got the anti-Joker.
I'll use a hero point. There we
Worth.
go.
You better put some drive in there.
You
dude.
better drive
Put the
that.
drive on it.
You're
Drive
driving, dude. So you gotta drive.
I'll
you
use
know what I
one
mean?
drive.
Pop another.
Come on.
You gotta,
Alright,
you gotta drive it right home.
Let's do this. Let's do this, boys.
I'm so
Hell
proud.
I
there we
told
go.
you.
I'm
There
so
you
proud of
go.
you.
I
Alright, how
told-
cool does this look, Dingle?
You gotta believe in the heart of the cards.
Yeah,
That's
the
5
heart.
successes.
Three-
Dingle just
three
trying
was,
to process
3 was
this.
enough to make it cool, but
It's gonna look extra cool.
Are you
Okay,
gonna save
Dingo's
me from
just
the
trying to
robots?
process all of this.
I'm silently chuckling to myself that the rest of the group is peer pressuring you into flipping more cards.
But it'll be really, really cool. Plus, I'm not saying we're at the tail end, but we're
I was
we're
just
like,
really hoping you'd flip a Joker, to be honest.
We started a little late, and it's a bit, it's our first session back in a couple of weeks. I feel like as long as it's okay with everyone, I'd like to go
Yeah.
to at least 8.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
sure.
all right. So Dingle, how does 5 success? How does this move look? Like Armorex thinks like, oh shit's going down.
I'm gonna say in Armorex fashion, you jump out the nearest window, form your hover bike, and you're doing like loops around the building trying to get like the cleanest angle in.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as you see it, you stop, you rev your bike super loudly, and just sort of like with just like a screaming like loud boom from the engine, just fly right in and dematerialize the bike with kind of like a flip and a flourish and land where the bots are. Just sort of where the bots are apprehending Larry.
All right, what's the situation? Everything is fine.
Help me, help
Armor
me,
X is
help me.
here. Larry?
These robots are retaining me for no good reason.
I'm gonna say, hearing what's going on outside, I'm also gonna say that Ralphie the janitor, he yells really loud. He goes, "Hey, could you that's Cynthia, right? Could you press that button again? There's another lobster in here that's also
I shoved my
creeping me
hand
out."
over his mouth.
Is the lobster lady like? Has she left the bathroom yet?
She got victimized. I wouldn't leave.
Okay.
No, I think she's still in shock at the moment. But
I don't think
I
the
imagine-
loud I don't think all the loud
I get
noises
it,
would help
'cause she-
either.
Cause she's the lobster, huh? Shell shock?
I get it.
Ah,
Isn't that PUD reserved for like turtle themed characters?
No, lobsters have shells too. You
Yeah,
racist.
but turtles are way cooler.
Oh,
Damn.
I'm muting Cynical for the rest of the session.
No, don't mute me.
I'm just joshing, dude. But I can't believe you said that. That was harsh.
So
Sorry. Anyways,
hold on.
but
So Francis, you were gonna try and like keep him from calling out.
yeah. I'm not letting him. I'm just gonna shove my hand over his mouth and do whatever it takes to make this man
this
not
is a
scream.
great session to come back to, by the way.
I feel like so that's definitely brawn because you're kind of like, you know, physically shutting him up. Want to say it's
Is this an attack roll? Is this brawn melee?
I want to say, and this is a weird one, but stick with me because I'll explain I'll show my math. I think it's brawn persuasion because you're physically convincing him to not talk.
You know, I like it. I'll take
Yeah,
that roll.
yeah.
That is a good roll.
I like
Brawn persuasion.
that. You are
Physically.
persuading him with force.
I
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Do we want to ante this or do we want to keep going?
there
feel
would be
like
no
even
point to anti-jokering it because
Yeah, oh,
I
yeah,
have
We're
no
keeping
success.
it. We're keeping it.
He bites your hand.
That's not necessarily true that there'd be no point, but it would be fun.
I say
mean,
we
It's
keep
way
it.
funnier
I feel
with
like
the Joker,
something-
though.
I feel like something's bad. Yeah, something bad's gonna happen either way, so might as well keep the
Yeah.
Joker.
Just let it escalate.
Well, don't waste the anti-joke. Just a thing. I don't know what's gonna
Yeah.
be most useful here.
Uh,
Use I'll use.
so you okay? I know exactly what the Joker is gonna be. So you basically just like punch him in the face, and you so first things first, you didn't prevent him from calling out. So
I was a little slow on the draw there, eh?
yeah, there was another button press and another two Armor X while you're out there trying to like explain to the robots what's going on. Two more drop from the ceiling behind you.
Uh-oh.
Just go and just be like, hey, what's the big idea?
So Armor X is outside, and me and Croc are inside the bathroom still.
You guys are
Yeah, I'm
still
like sitting in the
Yeah.
hallway.
Okay, I just want to make sure we got the logistics here.
Also, I don't know if Zell wants to make a roll to try and.
Yeah, sure.
I think Kaboom is still. I think Kaboom
He's
is
blowing
still.
up the bathroom.
He's like looking inside the toilets, being like,
Oh, there's a
you know,
violation
these things-
here.
these things are not built to withstand an explosion at all. One grenade would tear this right out of the wall.
As he's dropping grenades. In them.
He's dropping fake grenades with like little notes on them that say "Do better." Oh, also, I forgot to say that the result of the Joker is that you after you pudged him, I will say the lights kind of go red in the bathroom and just go
Assault detected.
Exactly. Assault on an employee detected. And 2 more bots are gonna fall from the ceiling in the bathroom that you guys are in.
How come we weren't given high access codes?
Probably because he didn't expect you guys to fucking beat the hell out of people and go into the women's bathroom.
Oh, Sammy's got an ass kicking coming. That's all I'm saying.
You didn't say that in character, though, right?
Well, you can't hear me. You're out in the other room.
I kind of thought like I was right next to you.
No, you're in the women's
You
bathroom.
and no, he's out in the hallway with me.
Yeah,
He
you're out
tried
in the
to leave
hallway.
and got
like,
caught.
yeah.
The hall, like right outside both bathroom doors.
Okay. So with that Kaboom, I don't know if you
Yeah,
wanted to join them.
I think I probably should.
It's probably
You
not
just-
hard to track down the commotion.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
I
At this
prefer
point,
to say it would be by happenstance that he just happens to come onto the same floor as us.
I probably heard
Yeah.
one of the 2 windows breaking.
it's true. I feel like at this point you heard like I'm gonna say that you were on the 7th floor and you just heard like you're hearing like windows breaking and alarms and the sound of multiple like heavy things falling. And I can picture you just being like,
Music to my ears.
oh, you're just like, oh, I guess they found him.
Guess I'll have to check the rest of the floors after.
So you do make your way up and you see,
You see one hell of a scene.
yep, you see Armor X on it. You see Armor X sort of like going between like the robots that have Larry and the robots that are like now behind him. And you just hear like a low alarm and see like a red light coming out of one of the bathrooms.
Can we pause for a second? I gotta go feed my cat.
Actually, you know, I was thinking, I know what I said earlier. I
Keep
don't
going.
see you guys getting out of combat here, and that's gonna take a while.
Oh, okay.
So, I think actually this might be a good point to say that
We'll get
You guys-
all of this sorted out.
you guys are doing really well, and we'll see if you continue to as Croc would say, keep up the great work. Next time on RPG.
Hey, all right.
Oh my god.
Someone, I gotta go pee real quick. So maybe just settle like the anti-joke or
dude. That was
whatever.
amazing, dude.
I think Zedgen just gets to keep it.
Yeah, I
Yes,
didn't
I
use it.
didn't use it. Good thing too.
Yeah, the jokers were good.
Dude. I think we just fucked ourselves over with the jokers.
We gotta fight a bunch of robots from the client that we got hired.
samscaleyfaith.net.
WWD40. Directly in your stomach.
Lobster stomach, dude.
Yeah.
Shit, I forgot to write down cool shit people did this time. Fuck.
I gotta
it
say,
really
I gotta
helps, dude.
say,
It helps
I gotta
so much.
say, this was a session and a half to come back to.
I definitely had some serious issues with the opening scene when Armor X was working on a bike. He dematerializes and rematerializes. He does not need to do any maintenance to this bike.
That's why I ate his oil.
Good.
He's not using it.
Toilet.
It's supposed to say toilet security, but it's cut off.
They're little toilet robots.
Oh, I didn't know if you hold right click.
You know what? You know what? I like the visual of the security box for the bathroom being themed.
He seems like the guy, Sam Scaley.
Yeah, we need a Sam Scaley token too, preferably with a halo.
I'm back. Can I just say, this is the best way to return to RPG, just pure chaos from start to finish.
That session was fucking wild.
It was
It
great.
was good.
And I like to
Wonderful.
imagine that this office music is playing just during the entire time.
Oh yeah.
It's been a long time away. I wanted to make it a good one.
Dingle,
It flew by. I had more planned for this, and
but there's always next time where there's no rush.
oh, I know.
I'm a little sad about the length or how it felt, but I had a lot of fun coming back to it.
I will say, next time we'll be able to cover a little bit more ground. I ate probably like 15 to 20 minutes explaining your guys' new powers.
There was also setup with Scaley that we needed, but now
That's
that
true.
we've been put on our way, I think things will go faster.
Can I go
We have our
first?
mission.
Next session's literally gonna start with combat with 6 robots.
Yeah.
Oh, was it
I'm-
6?
There's
Yeah,
4 out in the hallway and 2 in the bathroom now.
Well-
I thought it was 2 each.
Nope, it's 4 in the hallway and 2 in the bathroom because the Joker was the Joker and no successes was that he didn't prevent the call out and he punched him, triggering another alarm in the bathroom.
Dingle, can you post blank character sheets? A blank character
blank-
sheet?
You need
Blank
another character sheet?
I think I've got one somewhere too.
Did something happen to your other one, Doc?
No, I haven't remade it yet, and I just need to.
Oh.
But I don't have a blank one. I only have the one I've drewed all over.
Yeah, let me.
Actually, I don't think mine's updated with the. I think mine still lists
There you go. I
space.
put it in
yeah,
the,
mine still lists space wise.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, but I heard Brown say that he wanted to go first on hero points.
He did.
Oh yeah, because I missed a lot. Like I took my headphones off, or I missed a good portion of the shit that happened this time. So I didn't really know who to give my 1 hero point to. So I think I'm just gonna give it to Armor X for that time that he did the badass thing with the jet bike and shit, flew up to floor 8 to help me out, even though I sexually assaulted a lobster lady. And then of course my 2nd hero point is going to Sam Scaley. So that one was a lot easier. Praise Sam Scaley.
I will pass it along for you.
Thank you very much.
I wonder if Sam Scaley would be interested in joining our cause.
Joining our cult.
Our superhero
We don't
cult.
have.
He should worship himself.
True.
What is Francis's cause?
I meant
He's a rebel without a cause, I thought. That's a
Yeah.
cause in and of itself.
I just want him to join our gang.
My cause?
My cause without a
To be
cause.
fair, I think
My
Francis
cause is
was
the
looking for a
destruction of
friend
all
for a while.
causes.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What was that, Zell?
See, then you have to kill yourself when you're done.
I believe Francis was looking for a +1 for a while.
Oh, I've been trying to actively recruit people, but no one's ever wanted to join.
I'll join, dude. I'll join.
You're already in our group.
But like, I don't have like a tattoo or nothing.
All right. Love to get.
Does anybody want to go next?
Sure.
I just looked at the RPG plate and I just see toilet bots. God damn it.
I gotta give one to Larry for just the back-to-back Joker was great. And the whole situation he has thus put us in.
Really funny. We had really good flips this whole session, and then like 3 Jokers in a row.
Yeah.
But it was really funny.
Second one. Second one's always toughest. But I do like Croc just not remembering this guy at all.
He doesn't give a shit about any of
He
his
does
employees.
You know. I wanted to put some Croc focused stuff in it because I wanted to make sure that Zedgen had opportunities to like speak. But at a moment I felt sort of a pang of like, well, I shouldn't just add stuff to Croc's backstory without asking. And then I realized the solution was, well, it's not part of Croc's backstory. Croc is part of this guy's backstory.
No, I liked it. I liked
Yeah,
having this come up on the fly. It's fun.
that was cool.
So,
I'll go next. I really liked Armor X's entrance of creating the bike and just like landing it in the office. And also the fact that he was peer pressured into using all of his drive and hero points.
But it worked out.
And it worked out.
And it worked out.
I gotta say, I liked the angle Cynical took with Armor X this session. The sort of like the jealous rivalry was not something I was was not the reaction I was expecting to Sam Scaley from him. But I dig it.
It's all about it's I don't want to say that Armor X is extremely egotistical, but when it comes to like tech and creations, it's like there's a bit of competition even in the real world for shit like that. So that's kind of what I thought of.
No, it's
Yeah.
cool. It's a cool way to take it.
It is.
And my other one, of course, goes to Larry for going in the women's bathroom and finding a female lobster. Very funny moment.
I still love the I thought you were gonna give him the point because he just wouldn't stop. Because as much as annoying it is in character, out of character, it's very funny. Like the worship to just this tech guy, like literally like kissing the ground he walks on and shit like that.
No, Larry's
Always a bag of surprises.
Larry's 5 successes just earned him like a huge committal to the bit. That is also, I think this will come as no surprise, not the reaction I was expecting Larry to have. So, Cynical, I don't think you have given yours yet.
Yeah. Oh, this is tough. I'm just gonna go with my heart. 1 to Kaboom for properly checking the toilets. Like he's just out there on the grind, just seeing if
I
the toilets
died.
are explosion ready. So one to Kaboom, and I'm gonna give the next one to
My God.
to Francis, cause I don't know. It was even though Doc didn't say a whole lot, I really liked Francis's. I liked that scene at the end of The Office bit, where it was like Francis and Larry. It just made me laugh. So. That's it.
I wanted to give a hero point to Cynical for doing maintenance on his bike when he literally needs no maintenance to a bike he makes.
He likes doing it for fun.
Oh, okay.
But thank you. I'm gonna take the point anyway.
It was good. I did not think about that.
I did not see any logical point.
Well, it's
You
like
said-
building like model trains or ships. You just don't
Yeah.
stop at one.
Fair.
And then my second hero point, I'm gonna have to give to either Croc or Dingle, whoever Dingle wants to decide it to, for the amazing backstory that Croc does not still probably remember actually.
Well,
The
that was
clock is
Dingle's
kinda
idea,
just-
so
The clock
just-
just kind of happenstanced into.
another
Yeah,
one
I
to
mean-
Scaley.
I just love the fact at the end how Croc was like, I do not know this man at all.
It was great.
So I guess
wait,
we'll give it to Croc for the ending sentence towards the whole.
Alright.
All right. And we
Yeah,
were saying that Zedgen's holding on to his anti-Joker because he didn't get a chance to use it this session.
Sounds good to me.
I wouldn't want anyone to have used a Joker this section, an anti-Joker.
It turned out quite interesting.
Nothing
was
like
funny.
nothing like a couple of Jokers to round out the session.
Yeah.
The flips were
Like
really good
6
this
hostile
session.
enemies.
No, the flips were fantastic this session, and then it ended on 3 Jokers.
True. I did a test flip after, and if I did an explosions roll, I would have had a croaker.
Amazing.
Oh, that would have been great.
Oh my god, could you imagine if... Oh, I wish we would have had time to start combat, because I would have... I can already picture, oh, there's 4 robots, I just got the... Let's see if I
Yeah.
can get 4 successes on this flip.
Oh shit. I also want to give an honorable mention to the entire HR scene.
Yeah, that
Oh
was
yeah,
great.
the HR scene. We're all just talking over each other, and this guy has no idea what the fuck we're talking about.
There's
I
just
want
a
to say
very...
that's
there's just a-
exactly how it happened.
They're just a very confused man. This like low-level worker just has no idea what these like 5 costumed madmen are raving about in front of his desk.
He's like the most normal
being asked
character.
what kind.
And we leave as soon as we arrive, which is even funnier.
Yeah, we left as soon as he said check the bathrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely heard. All right, men, start checking the bathrooms.
Like he told us someone else we could have talked to, and I forgot who it was, but we never went to bother.
You
them.
you didn't even
Someone on the
you didn't
production
even
line.
go,
Yeah.
you didn't even go to the guy who found that things were being stolen.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be our first go.
I know
but,
you guys bypassed the whistleblower entirely.
We don't need his help.
Apparently
We don't-
not.
I hope we can talk to the narc later. That'll be funny. No, yeah, I like. That's the other reason I wanted to give Francis a point. I love the way he worded it. Who's like the biggest narc in the company?
That was me.
That was such
was,
a. Oh, that was you. Sorry, Zoe. I give you a
I-
point anyway.
I said
It's
something
true.
about the
Who's the
most-
biggest narc in the company?
I think my go-to was who's the most hit on women.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
that was yours.
That
I'm
was
going
good.
back to HR to find out who that is later.
This was
Spoilers.
such a good scene.
Spoilers. It's the lobster.
I know.
one.
I didn't even realize it. I also like the idea that we went up to one desk, and apparently there was like a bunch of HR people at different desks, but we all crowded around this one guy.
No, it was a
Didn't
whole
left.
office. It was a whole like department.
We just
Yeah.
barge in and start
The
blasting
first
off.
guy we see.
Yeah.
You must
We
be
didn't
in
go to the
charge
head of
here.
HR. That's what we didn't specify. We didn't go to the head of HR.
No, you went to the first guy you saw out of the elevator.
Might not even been a part of that department.
Well, no, I tried to say like he wasn't like in charge of anything. He was just like a disciplinarian. He was just like a disciplinarian. He was just like, he was the guy that like the actual HR would just send them to just to be like, hey,
man.
you shouldn't have done that.
Fool it. Yeah.
We really
Oh my!
fucked this
This
one up.
this whole session was amazing front to back. There was like no like low points. I don't think.
I think it's entirely on tune with our characters, though.
Yeah. I think we're
That's the thing,
finding like
that's
a
what-
really
that-
good groove.
I will say, if there's one thing I can always trust you guys with like a sort of unconventional format of session. Because on paper, there are a lot of ways that like find a white collar criminal in an office can make for a very boring session. But I knew there's no way these guys are gonna find a way to make this exciting, or at the very least funny.
Life find something.
And you guys managed both.
You just have to look at the game board just to see that currently.
It reminded me a lot of the video game level.
Yeah. I think we're just really good at like sticking to like what our characters would do. We're really good at that, I think. And the fact that all these personalities kind of like don't exactly run like a well-oiled machine, I think is the funniest part.
There's,
There's just so many conflicting like ideologies and personalities that just make this team perfect for like complete and utter chaos.
Yeah. I tried to play Croc the best I can. I initially wanted him to be like a little meaner, but I just can't play that role.
I think.
So, but I like how he's
spending-
setting out. I think.
Spending time around Armorex made him softer.
Yeah.
I like snarky Croc. I think that's a
Yeah.
fine way to take
There's
it.
some good snark. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Like
how he
when
doesn't
when
care
Croc just
about
straight up like
employees.
tells like Armorex like in the elevator, it's like, well, you technically knew him the most. Is there anything we should does him lying
I
sound
know.
a character?
I know. Armor.
I know,
I know
I'm gonna be
Armor
honest. Hand on shoulder. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea who this guy.
I know it's a great scene of Armor X being like, like, what do you think about? I don't know if we can trust this guy. I mean,
it's sussing him out,
anything you know about him that you could like let us in on? Like, no, nothing. I
I've
don't
never
know
seen
him.
this trend. I heard it
It
was
was
a
so good.
one-off.
Alright, fellas, I'm in now.
This
Good
was
game.
good. Good game, boys.